Did you know that people who regularly engage in hobbies are 34% less likely to experience stress and depression? It's fascinating how something we often dismiss as just fun have such profound effects on our well-being.
That's such an eye-opening statistic. And what's really interesting is how the pandemic caused a 48% increase in people taking up new hobbies.
Well, you know what's really fascinating about that surge? The data shows that people who maintained those pandemic hobbies are reporting significantly higher life satisfaction scores than those who did.
That makes me think about how different cultures approach leisure time, like in Japan, where they have this concept of ikigai, finding purpose through what you love doing.
Oh, that's exactly what I wanted to discuss. Recent studies show that countries with strong cultural emphasis on hobbies, like Japan and Denmark, consistently rank higher in global happiness indices.
So what do you think is driving this connection between hobbies and well-being?
Well, the research points to three main factors. First, hobbies activate reward centers in our brains similar to meditation. Second, they create what psychologists call flow states, where we're fully absorbed in an activity. And third, this is really interesting, they provide a sense of progress and achievement outside of work.
That's fascinating how it ties into neuroscience. You know, I recently read that people who engage in creative hobbies show up to 23% better problem-solving skills at work.
And speaking of work, there's this surprising trend where major companies are actually starting to ask about hobbies in job interviews. They've found that employees with active hobbies are 31% more likely to be innovative in their roles.
Oh, wow. That really challenges the old idea that hobbies are just a distraction from work.
Exactly. And here's something even more unexpected. A 2022 study found that people who spend at least 3 hours per week on hobbies report 40% better sleep quality and take 28% fewer sick days.
Those numbers are incredible. It really shows how these seemingly non-productive activities can have such tangible benefits.
You know what else is fascinating? The way technology is transforming traditional hobbies. Like, there's been a 156% increase in people using apps to learn new skills, like painting or playing musical instruments.
That's really reshaping how we think about hobby communities, isn't it?
Absolutely right. And get this, online hobby communities are growing at an average rate of 87% year over year. But here's the really interesting part. People who participate in both online and offline hobby groups report the highest levels of satisfaction.
That makes so much sense when you consider how humans are wired for both social connection and personal growth.
And speaking of growth, researchers have identified something they call the hobby effect, where regularly engaging in leisure activities can increase cognitive flexibility by up to 27%.
That's remarkable. It really shows how hobbies aren't just about entertainment. They're actually reshaping our brains.
And here's something that might surprise you. The benefits actually compound over time. People who maintain a hobby for more than 5 years show significantly better mental acuity in their later years.
That's such a powerful argument for starting and sticking with hobbies early in life.
Well, and here's what I find really compelling. The data shows it's never too late to start. Studies of people who picked up new hobbies after age 60 showed improved cognitive function within just 6 months.
That really challenges our assumptions about learning and aging, doesn't it?
Exactly. And looking ahead, experts predict that by 2025, the hobby economy will be worth over $500 billion globally. That includes everything from craft supplies to online learning platforms.
Those numbers really show how central hobbies are becoming to our modern lifestyle.
So what does all this mean for the future? Well, researchers are predicting that companies might start offering hobby time, similar to how they offer gym memberships or meditation apps now.
That would be such a fundamental shift in how we think about work-life balance.
And you know what? The evidence suggests it would pay off. Companies that have experimented with hobby-friendly policies are seeing employee retention rates improve by up to 32%.
Well, this conversation has really opened my eyes to just how significant hobbies are for our overall well-being.
Yeah, and I think that's the key takeaway here. Hobbies aren't just nice-to-have activities. They're fundamental to our health, happiness, and cognitive development. The science is clear. Making time for what we love isn't selfish. It's essential.